This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. The movie Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee can be acclaimed as one of the most successful dramas released in 1989. This is no wonder, as the film features an outstanding play by actors, an interesting and thought-provoking layout, and good quality of its accomplishment. Overall, the film appears to be a great piece of filmmaking art representing the themes of racism, nationalism, discrimination, and all the complexity behind the necessity to live and cope with each other by the representatives of the most different nationalities and races. Main body. An overview of the film. First of all, speaking about the film Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee, its general theme is to be addressed. The film is dedicated to the issues of racism, nationalism, and discrimination, along with the complexity of relations between nations. The modern reality of American society, where the representatives of the most different races and nationalities have to deal with each other daily, is shown in the movie. This reality is cruel and full of pain and unhappiness. It is also full of conflicts and extreme violence. Bartley describes this terrible violence in the following way. Violence as a way of achieving racial justice is both impractical and immoral. It is impractical because it is a descending spiral ending in the destruction of all. The law of an eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. It is immoral because it seeks to annihilate the opponent rather than win his understanding. It seeks to annihilate rather than convert. Violence is immoral because it thrives on hatred rather than love. It destroys the community and makes brotherhood impossible. It leaves society in monologue rather than dialogue. Violence ends by defeating itself. It creates bitterness in the survivors and brutality in the destroyers. Along with racial intolerance and violence caused by it, one of the central themes in the movie is uncontrolled police brutality. The scenes depicting this topic appeared to be mind-blowing when they were first shown in 1989. However, even nowadays, they become a reason for heated debates in the press and a source of fiery critics by the mainstream media. Next, the film's plot develops around racial conflict, which constantly grows into cruel violence and hatred between the representatives of different nations and races are shown in it. From day to day, the situation gets ever more heated as the main protagonist, belonging to African Americans and working for an Italian family, comes to initiate a conflict with its members on the reason of a measure of misunderstanding along with racial intolerance. Then, the conflict gets more complicated as a result of interference into it. More and more people, including police, acting cruelly and brutally, which considerably worsens it. Eventually, it becomes outrageously serious and causes a lot of cruelty and violence. Further, speaking about the character development in the movie, it should be stated that it is accomplished brilliantly in the movie. This might be illustrated by several characters. For instance, the main protagonist's character appears to be remarkable even at the beginning of the movie. However, with the development of the story plot, it becomes more memorable and more distinguished. Mookie, the main protagonist, faces a moral dilemma as his conflict with his employers develops. This cruel conflict wounds his soul and heart multiple times, but this does not rob him of his moral values. As a result, he faces the moral dilemma of whether he is to do the right things under complicated circumstances or not. As this moral dilemma develops, the strength of this character is shown. Remarkable is the fact that after more than 20 years after the release of this movie, Mookie's character continues to be one of the brightest characters ever created by American filmmakers. In addition, the film features excellent style, which makes Spike Lee one of the best African American directors in the world. After its first release in 1989, Do the Right Thing sparked a furor on the reason for its innovative style. One of the main reasons is the combination of excellent actor play, great script, and ingenious work by the cinematographers and editors. The evaluation of the film's performance and acting. Finally, addressing the film's performance, it should be stated again that it is remarkable. The actorship by John Turturro, Danny Aiello, Ossie Davis, Giancarlo Esposito, and Spike Lee himself is to be especially emphasized. All of these talented actors highly impressed the audience along with film critics with their skillful play touching minds and hearts to the extremity. Regarding the editing techniques used in the production, it should also be noted that they were incredible. Similar statements can be made concerning the staging techniques and lighting used in the production of the movie. The editing techniques used in the production. As a film, Do the Right Thing is a study of how cinematography can effectively add credence to plot and character development. The film's sensual details, such as the hot, sticky, suffocating heat of a summer day, are visually stunning. Since weather plays a significant role in the film from start to finish, it is the oppressive summer heat that stokes racial conflicts to the surface, driving the film to its tragic and violent climax. The cinematographer's use of light and color increases its visual power. The staging techniques and lighting used in the production. The set design, costumes, and makeup. Several new techniques were applied by the filmmakers in the above-mentioned areas. For example, the light specialists put a lot of work into adding red and orange colors to the film's picture, which had a greater impact on the audience as it represented the depth of racial intolerance and conflict in a special way. Such technique became an exclusive feature of this film. Similar effects were made by the set design, costumes, and makeup, which were accomplished in such a way that helped the audience pay more attention to the main themes addressed in the movie. Conclusion. Concluding on all the above discussed information, it should be stated that this brilliant drama by Spike Lee can be marked as a strong address to several critical issues which are especially timely during the last few decades. This film impels thinking about such questions as what is to be done to preserve healthy relationships between the representatives of different national groups and races, how police brutality can be controlled, and how to cope with such a significant problem of nowadays as discrimination on the reason of ethnical intolerance. Do the Right Thing impresses greatly and can be evaluated as very engaging. It is mainly explained by the team of professionals busy in it, especially the director's cut and incredible play by its cast, including inimitable Ossie Davis and Danny Aiello. This essay on Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee, film analysis, was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one, on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for.